Horimiya, episode 9. Hello, Deblay. I hope you're having a fantastic day right now. Now, I will be starting my reaction in 1-0 and go. And for those of you wondering, I am watching it from Funimation's website. Just thought I'd say that while the anime collects and the Funimation logos are playing on screen. Oh, now it's here. And I also hope you're having a fantastic day right now, Diddley. Hey, he doesn't actually look that bad with it, although I do like him with his hair down more, though. Oh! That's the last thing about what I'd be called, though. They wouldn't want to be called kawaii. I'd say Hori should be taking that as a compliment, though, of her craftsmanship skills. It's not his fault. If anything, it's a compliment. So hey, sometimes that's life. Sometimes you can't win them all. Whoa. Well, that's the story is. Unless that boy happened to have a connection with Miyamura and maybe one of the previous schools he attended. That's my guess. Yo, this opening. I just love the amount of soul in the opening. At least for this one. And honestly, what I'd say as far as openings go, it represents the series pretty well because in some bits in the opening you've got some lighthearted moments, and other bits in the opening you got some not so lighthearted moments. So I think it makes it at least a little bit more memorable in my opinion. Now, when it comes to, let's see if there's anything in the opening I might have missed symbolically. I actually do like how, at least in the opening, it emphasizes Miyamura and Hori in like bigger boxes and everyone else in slightly smaller. I'd say it's a pretty nice representation of how the series has handled things so far. Giving the main focus on our glorious two main characters, and everyone else gets their own amount of time, just not as much as our main two. Alright, now it's back. Yeah, she is. Yep. Yeah, with the way she's emoting. At least not everyone's appreciating Miyamura just like Ori does. I gotta call that a win, somewhat. Hope they don't say anything condescending. They probably will, though. Knowing how some youngins are sometimes. Okay, that guy deserves to be punched in the face. Whoa! Okay, that is probably like the worst thing to be calling Hori right there. Okay, he deserves to be socked in the face now. Like, what the shit is. I understand why you wouldn't do that though, because they'd be getting suspensions and all that, but damn. If you were to sock him in the face, I wouldn't blame him for it one bit. You can feel the evil radiating from her body! Yes! Hey, at least she got to take out her anger on those two, though. That's healthy. Oh, hello, Sakato. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, usually when it comes to my reactions to Katsu, just look at the Funimation and Crunchyroll, well, Funimation schedule and Crunchyroll calendar. That's usually like indicator of what time I'm gonna react to the anime since I have an account for both with those two services. I just base on my reactions of what time the animes come out, except for Mondays, Tuesdays, because I work those 2 days. But it's generally easy to find what time I'm reacting to an anime by looking at those two. He's saying that yet it's eating him up on the inside a little bit. Yeah, if that boy wants to know what's good for him. Oh no, he'd be surprised. Miyamura is a physical beast too. Hmm. Ooh. And I actually do love scenes like this too, just seeing how much she really loves Miyamura right here. And honestly, that's awesome. They're both fantastic individuals and they deserve each other too. Yeah, you're right on that, David Lee. Miyamura's a tank, same with Ori. They're both tanks. Yeah, who could say no to the Kawaii face? Well, no, I wouldn't. I know my willpower would be completely weak and pitiful in this scenario. No, he just wants to see Miyamura suffer a little bit. That's all. Whoa! Aww. Well, okay, now Miyamura. Yeah. I mean, hey, there are some people with brains and they go to 24/7. Whoa! It does kind of look sexual. That's implying that Odie in the bed is the masochist in the relationship. Oh, oh Lord. Yep, and I could see why he would hesitate on that, David Lee. But yeah, I mean, it's all good as long as Odie approves, then it's all fine, David Lee. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, that boy needs to be educated. Damn, talk about them losing their balls. But then again, if I encountered a wild Hori, I would probably have done the same thing too. So you know what? The self-preservation instincts kicked in. Whoa! uh, just as long as the parents don't see that kind of rough play, it's all good. Whoa, oh, aw. That has to keep on doing. Oh, that. Oh, she already ate some pancakes with syrup and jelly, man. I don't know how much more sweetness I can take. And hey, people change their experiences and all that at times. I agree, vividly, man. This series, it's got some of the highest tier comedy, and I mean that in a good way. They're not even calling him. Oh, I mean, I can't blame him for not calling him father, though. Whoa, just the way he was super motivated too. Ah, why in the bathtub though? Why? Wait, what? I mean, it is at this point. Hey, that's a good point. Someone, I know that looks like a completely different person. Whoa. I can never imagine Holy's father looking like that. But he'll get, like I said though, facts don't give a shit about his feelings. If he hasn't been doing his chores, then yes, he needs to help out. What? I would be stepping away from the bathtub and like, fuck this shit. I want my stuff to get wet. But hey, I mean, she's seen his nude butt how many times? But as you can see, why that'd be awkward. And her witnessing the nude butt of Mia Moore while the father's also around too. Okay, that makes me want to drink a Coca-Cola now. Shit, I should have had my Coca-Cola shirt. I actually have a Coca-Cola shirt in my closet. If I'd have known there was Coca-Cola, I'd have wore the fuck out of my Coca-Cola shirt today. Damn it! Guys, I really don't have excuses to be wearing my Coca-Cola shirt except for moments like this. But you know, you can't predict the future. I love the kanji and like the evil looking look. Oh man, never ceases to put a smile to my face. Hmm. It's the edgy looking dude again. I mean, that's pretty sound reasoning. If he remembers, oh, okay. This dude. Ha! Yo, those things are cheap! You dropped it, dude! I mean, a lot of people would react that one. Oh, what's that looking? Whoa, okay, that. Okay, that shit. If you take that out of context, it'll make me more sound a little bit abusive. Oh man, I love this. Yeah, the series is pretty darn. It's super cool. Sakata. Whoa. Oh man, the way she lights up! It looks like the face a hamster would make when it gets fed some water and food after not experiencing those for multiple hours. Oh, that was just too awesome. It's the power of love, bro. Whoa! No, it has to be imagination. I don't think that would happen. Yeah, there's not even an entrance or exit towards that bathroom stall. Hmm. Oh. Whoa. It's actually nice to get to finally get to see more characterization for him at least a little bit. And you know, a lot of people in that age have fears of being lonely. I mean, that's how life is sometimes. Sometimes you'll feel those lonely moments. That's just how you're going to cope when you're by yourself in those moments. God, man, the way they render those bunnies looks so darn beautiful. Gotta give credit to the animators. Making, oh. I mean, anyone with that temperature would probably feel some little bit of nightmare feel. That means the rabbits have great taste. Wouldn't blame them one bit. Hmm. Well, I mean, most people would ignore a number you wouldn't really recognize. I would have done the same thing too. You know what? I guess I do on occasions answer random numbers when I'm bored. Like when they're calling and I'm like have nothing to do. Then yeah, I might do it on occasions, but I rarely do that though. It was actually very nice to get to see Miyamura actually in the working uniform. I think it looks pretty dang good on that. Damn, he looks handsome. Yeah, I believe it was for sure a dream sequence, but I think it was a fun. I thought it was a fun one. Aw, maybe he'll make an exception. Oh, all right, quite the businessman. Oh yeah, it looks like that does look like bunny ears with like the shady shadows and all that. That's cute. Well, yeah, remember he did drop the phone. I mean, hey, you can always make up for mistakes by at least trying to give attention to Miyamura, though. It's never too late to making the right decision. Aww, that's a fucking adorable. Like honestly, Miyamura's like one of the few characters that is like can be adorable yet fucking handsome as fuck from one moment to the next. Very few characters can pull that off, but he does it somehow. Oh no. I mean, it happens though. When you're a kid, you're not gonna. Well, you can try to make up for it by telling him now. I mean, yeah, it's not gonna make up for it completely because he should have done it when he was younger. But hey, you know what they say? Better late than never. At least Miyamoto's gonna be able to hold up his head high a little bit more, knowing that it wasn't really his fault. Oh, as for me, I never even bothered buying yearbooks because of the $20 values. I'm like, never really bothered yearbooks. The only yearbook I have is one when I was in elementary school. Because when I was in elementary school, that was free. But I've never had a yearbook for me when I was like in middle school or high school. Because I'm like, fuck this shit. I ain't paying $20 for a yearbook. At least that's my rationale when it comes to yearbooks, in case y'all are curious on that. Thankfully, though, he's not like that anymore. Aww. Whoa. Hopefully, though, there are pictures of him and Mizuochi. It's a good and positive looking photo. Alright, good. At least he doesn't hold grudges anymore. Hmm. Alright, I mean, no, there is, though. I mean, yeah, in most cases, it's possible they confront a lot of people, but there are exceptions to the rule, though. I mean, more, there's like criminals in the world that are on death row, you know? Nah, I'm joking. Obviously, there's exceptions to every rule. Unless Miyamura saying has a lot of power. I agree. It was definitely an all-worthy episode of Katsuo. And you know what? I'm gonna rate this one. Actually, I loved it. I'm gonna rate it a 9 out of 10 because aside from the powerful humor in this episode, it was nice getting to see how you've got a good amount of characters with their own regrets. I was like, okay. Because that's something I also like about this series too. Where it can introduce a character, but then you can know like a significant amount about them in just a small amount of time. And aside from that, something else I also liked from it from a story standpoint, it was nice to get to see him, Miyamura, actually reflect on his past a bit and not hold it against people that treated him less than optimally. That's what I really dug about this episode too. Now, in saying that, I actually like some of like the shocking surprises in this episode. Like when you had the shocking comedic sequence and you saw Horty's father in like a professional business like attire, I was like, no, this does not even look like the same man at all. And things like that really made this episode fill up for me. And aside from that, something else I'd also like about this episode too, I still like how it continues showing the masochistic streak of Hori because I like how they made a nice joke in one of the previous episodes and they expanded on that in this one, not letting it go of it completely. That's another thing that I also really dig. So that's why I thought the humor was powerful. And I also thought from a character standpoint they did a good job because Tanihara and Mizuochi, I thought they were really interesting. Especially like the fact of one of them, they kind of regret that they weren't able to tell Miyamura that the reasons why some of the bunnies died was because of one of their faults. So I like that. I think it's going to probably set an interesting character arc where probably Miyamoto's going to find that out eventually, and that's going to lead to some nice character development. So I like how this episode's building up towards some interesting plot points from the looks of things. And yeah, it was definitely satisfying, David Lee. It actually surpassed my expectations because I was expecting a transitory episode, but this is better than the usual transitory episodes I get in anime. Oh yeah, and I got. Oh yo, I hope we get to see him too. I loved when they showed him, and he definitely deserves more screen time. I think he has a really darn cool character design, if you ask me. I hope. Let's hope we get lucky. We can only hope, you know. And then aside from that, something else I'm also liking about this episode, I'm liking how you're seeing Hori. She will go and bat for Miyamoto no matter what. That was one of my favorite moments in the episode where if people were talking smack about Miyamura, she would beat them into a pulp. I'm like, yo, that is beautiful because it shows you how healthy the relationship is. Because we get to see at the very least here that when it comes to Miyamura, Hori never really jokes around ever. She always looks out for the best for the man she loves, and I like that type of character development. And I do love how she's comfortable too with getting that smack talk from Miyamura on occasions. It just shows you how much faith and trust they got in the relationship, and that's why I loved it. Oh, and plus you're seeing also we finally get to see Miyamura become much more comfortable in himself, much more self-confident in the relationship. Because when the relationship started out, you saw when it came to Miyamura, he wasn't as confident. He was kind of doubting himself a little bit when it came to some of the things he can and couldn't do in the relationship. I like how this episode, it finally assuages his fears. You can see him do things much more confidently. And that's something that isn't really lost on me when I'm seeing this episode. Because it's showing you just constant character progression for just almost everyone in the series. And that is why I thought the episode had a fantastic script. I mean, geez. This series never disappoints. Now, aside from that, I can't ignore the amazing visuals either. Because the visual, they also help elevate the mood. Like, let me give you some examples. When you see Hori's knuckles all bruised up, the animators didn't have to draw that detail, and her beating up those people that were slightly throwing Miyamura under the bus, it would have still been a funny scene. But in her seeing the knuckles, it not just gave that scene a lot of comedy, it also gave it a lot of emotional power because it would show you that Hori, she would cause herself to go through pain to make sure that she can protect Miyamura. So, in having those visuals, it gives you a lot of details that you normally wouldn't get if the animators didn't bother drawing that. Or, as an example of something else that I also really enjoyed about this episode, like those bunny ears that Miyamura was doing to one of his former classmates. I like how that emphasizes how Miyamura was willing to forgive one of his former classmates for some of the events that went down in the past. If it wasn't for that visual touch in the dream with the bunnies, that scene wouldn't have been as powerful either. And that's why I felt that the animators did a great job, because their visuals also gratefully contributed to the storytelling. And in addition to that, the artwork was beautiful. I mean, it was constantly on model. You had bruises in the episode too on the bodies. I mean, you had characters have like radiating orders like Hori when she got pissed off. Like, all of that helped elevate it to another level. And the vocal performance is great, especially from Hori's voice actress. She has been doing a fantastic job from start to finish. I mean, there's no ends, ifs, and buts. By far, Horimiya has had some of the best vocal performances in anime this year, and that's saying a lot because I'm watching currently all the non-sequel and non-spin-off animes. And this series for me has some of the most memorable. So I gotta give credit too to Haruka Tamatsu as Hori. She is fantastic. And yeah, well, that's why I felt the episode was worthy of a 9 out of 10. Now, before I go though, let me just say thank you very much to both Sakatsu and David Lee, thank you very much, both of y'all, for commenting on the live chat. And for everyone else, thank you very much for watching my reaction. Hope y'all have a great, safe, and fantastic day. Oh yeah, masochistic Cody was a bundle of joy. It was a surprise that I wasn't expecting, but I loved. Hope we get to see more of that, David Lee. But yeah, I'd like to say thank you very much to both of y'all, and also I'd like to say thank you very much to everyone that's rated the video, and for everyone that's watching the video. Hope y'all have a fun, great, safe, and fantastic day. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe if you do not want to miss my Horimiya episode 10 reaction. And have a nice and fun day, everyone. Bye-bye.